All right, everybody, this is John Kidover. It's 2/22/26, 5:10 p.m. CST. This is Clubhouse Live Podcast. I'm live streaming multiple Clubhouse rooms across John Kidover YouTube platforms. We're going to listen into a little bit and see what we hear computer to computer as opposed to cell phone to cell phone. John Kidover is live. This is politically correct.
In my life, I remember wanting to play with my friend's penis, wanting to do anything with my friend. Come on, Jay. You don't want to play nothing but that. None of that shit. I'm being honest, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not being defensive. I'm giving you my real life experience. That's how it happened. Now, let me say, it's not just me. I had a very close friend group. We were very curious about females, but we were never curious about each other.
Actually, the whole point of this is I don't want to listen to any of that. But we're going to quickly look at some content, see if we can liberate some unlisted private content. Yep, there's some. Here we go. You're going public. I'm also waiting for a phone over here to transfer 3,300 screenshots to clear up a huge amount of memory. Did it finish? I think it finished.
Welcome, friends. I want to take a quiet moment here at the pond to share. Closed eyes, crowded room, still quiet inside. Little spark, hiding under all the noise and pride. I keep chasing signs out there, but every road runs back in here. Every question, every word points to something deep behind my eyes. Got a wisdom with a man, breathing in the space of my chest. Oh, given by the Father in my hands, even when I'm broken. I'm sinking in the dark.
screen, endless scroll, everybody's sure. Soft voice, cutting through the shouting, saying more. Every failure, every scar maps away back where you are. All my doubt and all my fear turn to quiet when I feel you here. And it's gonna be a long fight, and long resistance, long whatever. So, what is the best pragmatic option that I can do tomorrow?
I mean, if you want to get in if you want to troll Pro Pallies, Prince has a room open on me and Emerose. You can go fight him there, and that way you don't bring the drama here. He made a room called, they're all in a room called Buttercuck and Emerose. We have a huge problem. So if you want to fight him.
I don't care about,
No one cares
about
I'm just saying,
That's a very.
if you're looking for, I'm saying that's the correct room to fight with Prince, not this one.
But no one's fighting with Prince. If he's in, I'm out. I don't hang out with these people.
Yeah, I'm not interested in fighting.
No one cares about him. He's just wanted attention, so we're not gonna give him that.
Yeah, it's a waste of my time and energy and effort. Like, what can I tell? But like for this situation, I mean, what do you think is the practical situation? I don't believe in a two-state solution. I think that's it's just silly. A one-state solution will not work because of the demographic issues that you guys raised earlier. I believe in a no-state solution because that's just what it is.
But that's not pragmatic, brother. Listen, if you look pragmatically tomorrow, what was?
Daniel, did you
Sorry,
say so? Oh, can you hear me in the first
Yes,
place?
sorry.
It's okay.
I think everyone wants. Yeah, I think everyone kind of wants to flex their ego. The truth is that it's further distracted from the suffering of children, or the further we are from.
Look, bro, do you want the truth? The truth is no one cares about the children. The same.
Are you
people
interrupting me?
Okay, go ahead, son. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. If you think that you have something more important to say, go ahead.
I do think I have something more grounded to say, but go ahead. Okay, then I'll go.
Yeah, so
no one cares about.
All right, so this is a deceased female child, approximately 8 years old. The date of the examination was February 12, 2026. The place of the examination was Field Medical Facility, Gaza Strip. Cause of death was forced trauma, crush injuries, and asphyxiation.
What is that?
Well,
That's so relevant. What are you trying to say?
It's an autopsy
Who cares?
of a child who's dying. Of course, I'm
literally telling you, no one
What?
cares about the children, bro. The same people crying about the children of Gaza are the same people
No, it's
who
the
don't care
autopsy.
about the children of
Oh.
Yemen.
That's false. Okay, so the idea is that so that we don't get too far away and have abstractions about the conflict, we should look at some of the more granular detail of what's actually happening. This will make it more alive, I think. So the body is that of a well-nourished.
No. I see bodies on a daily basis. There's absolutely no
female
need
child,
to
approximately 8 years old.
you really don't need to desecrate.
No,
You really don't need to disrespect the martyrs this way. Seriously.
What did he say? I'm not listening.
That was
I have no clue what he's saying. It's so irrelevant.
Yeah, I think you're kind of interrupting Daniel, unless you want to make a point.
Yeah, and you're being a hyperventilating.
That's fine.
Respectfully.
We don't need you to describe the bodies of dead children.
No one cares. No, I'm literally telling you, no one cares, bro. If people cared, they would have done something. Like, you guys are so stupid. Again, the same people who don't care about the Yemeni children, the same people who didn't care about the Syrian ones. Like, these are the same people crying about the Gazan children. They don't care. It's just about popularity. And it's just about, oh, look, it's social validation for the most part, from what I've seen. And just, I agree with Benny Olive when he says, like, all that, it doesn't matter. What you need is political support. That's just what it is. Okay? It doesn't have to sound good.
But everyone feels helpless, you're telling people, you're blaming people for, like,
Yeah, but they don't care. No one's genuine about it.
There is a trend.
And to be fair, I think Edward does spend a lot of money to support Gazans and people in
It's good, but Buttercup, at the end of the day, I noticed this pattern. I see it from two sides. The Israelis who are kind of feeling bad about the genocide. They want to feel good. And there's the pro-Palestinian community or the Palestinian community who are not really directly affected. They want to feel good, and there's a hope and things. And they, when you play a video game and you can retry again and again. So I feel they're coming to these spaces or these rooms, and they're discussing what they discussed last week and what they discussed last year and what they discussed 2 years ago, as if they're playing this Call of Duty game over and over and over. One state, two state, one state, two state, one state, two state, one state. Let's try again. 1, 2 state, one state. And he just want to go home or go to sleep, look at his wife, and he's like, "Oh, I'm great. I just destroyed a fucking Zionist today. I yelled at her." I was like, okay, my job is not to make you fucking feel good about yourself. I don't care to kind of, hey, Palestinians, Americans, you guys are so good, thank you. Hey, Palestinians in 48, thanks for the aid that you're sending. Hey, no, we're in deep shit. The Palestinian cause is in deep shit. And I don't care if like Jack was sensitive. Why are we discussing in front of fucking Zionists? Zionists are fucking listening to our phone calls. Like, they know what our WhatsApp messages are saying. Do you think they give a fuck about this business? Kind of, if we open a room and it's only Palestinians, like Zionists, don't listen to us.
Did you send it already?
So I think you have a hot mic.
Right now?
Yeah, look, Jack he's a good guy, but he's very hypnotized. That's
you
for sure.
You sent it 4 minutes ago? I haven't got it yet. What's the name?
Buttercup, you need to mute Stella.
I haven't got it yet.
Stella, Buttercup?
Is it library?
My God. Yeah, Jack is a good guy, but he's just very hypnotized. He really is. I can't.
What do you mean by hypnotized? Like,
he's hardcore hypnotized. Like he sees things the way he sees it, and that's that, which is fine.
Okay. I'll just.
Why is he? I've never thought he would like. Why is he being threatening? He's like he basically.
He's not.
He said they're doing this room because me and Emerald's platform Benny, who they say is a direct threat to them somehow.
Yeah, because he is. He's very much doing. He's very much.
What am I doing?
I don't know. You're just being a troll. I
just want to say before everybody leaves, once again, I put a link in the chat below. It's a humanitarian corridor. For those of you who weren't here, a 2-year-old baby, Nidal, died today waiting for medical evacuations. There are over 18,000 critical patients that need to be transferred to the West Bank from Gaza. The petition comes in Hebrew, English, and Arabic. It's in the chat. Just something everybody can do.
Okay, but like what you're missing is people aren't doing it. And the reason why people don't do all that activism is because they don't believe in it. Me, for example, how are you going to get me to sign that?
I just asked you.
No, I get that. You asked me, but like, why would I do it?
Why wouldn't you?
I don't even know what it is, but I would assume it's just like everything else, right? And then what does that mean?
It's an initiative that started from Physicians for Human Rights. On the website, you will find a video from a professor in Nasser Hospital and a doctor in Israel from the organization explaining the coordinations, the list that they made, how they prioritize everything. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. I just don't see any reason why not.
I'm trying to give you that reason, which is the Palestinian population is both diaspora and I would assume inland. I don't know what the Israeli Palestinians think necessarily. I only know a few of them. But Palestinians in general feel, and I'm saying aside from the terrorists and all those people who like make sure that no one else can be heard, but like the actual Palestinians, most of them are very hopeless when it comes to this. So me personally, I don't think there's an alternative.
I'm asking everybody, Rabbi, Palestinian Jews, Italians, Indonesians, I don't care. Anybody that wants to sign it is welcome to sign it. It's a very basic request to allow critical patients to take a 40-minute drive to a hospital capable of providing them with the chemotherapy, the dialysis, whatever it is that their condition requires. It's so simple that there's absolutely not reason not to just go in and sign, right? And if enough, maybe if enough people sign it, maybe somebody will talk about it. Maybe somebody else will talk about it. I don't know. We do what we can, right? A 2-year-old baby died this morning because he was waiting for critical. I saw his mother scream. Like, why not sign it? Just fucking sign it.
I can give you, look, why people wouldn't sign it is because, number one, they will know who signed it. Number two is they're afraid of repercussion. Number three is...
Respectfully, if you're afraid of repercussion, what kind of repercussion? And I'm so sick of it. People are screaming about babies dying, but they're afraid of the repercussion. What fucking repercussion?
Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you, is that they're not sincere about screaming about those babies. That's my whole point, is that they do it for social validation. They don't really care. Do you think they care?
I do. So I'm going to keep asking, and you don't have to sign it, but I'm still going to keep asking. Okay?
Yeah, we can go for it. Doesn't change much.
Yeah, thanks.
That's why I agree with Mariala. It doesn't matter. None of this shit matters. It really does. You know, look, I mean, I commend you for your action.
I'm not going to stop trying. Maybe someday we'll find something that works, right? But I'm not just going to stand by and watch. That's not an option.
Okay, let me ask you this. What do you think? Have you been seeing I mean, you're in Israel, you're not in the West, but have you seen the pro-Palestine protests in the West? Or have you heard of them?
Yes.
And what do you think about that?
I think it's great. I have no objection to it.
Okay, so Benny Olive, what do you think about that? If you're there,
I feel like you want to tell us what you think of it, Rabbi. Go.
No, I'm genuinely interested in what I think about it. It's very simple.
I think they all agree that there's a little bit of a gap between the pro-Pali sympathizers in the West and the Palestinians.
Sorry, I didn't get the question. Sorry.
No. The pro-Palestine protests in the West. You're probably not here.
They have zero influence.
Exactly.
There's difference between public and there's political.
Yeah,
I want the political. I don't want the public.
Correct. I agree with you 100% there. And the thing is, you'd find I've never been to those protests, and when I see the people going there, like almost none of them are Palestinian. They're all like white socialist Western people, and they see, our issue is not an issue of class, and it's also not a religious dispute. It's an issue of political rights, and these guys turn it into something else. It's like colonizer colonized. But as you probably know, us as Palestinians, we've lived with many. I don't mind the Jew coming and living here. See what I mean? So it's like we've lived under many different civilizations anyways. So that's not really our issue. But I'm just saying, like, not all seeming support is actually supporting. And that's why I have to fall back to what...
But Rabbi, does that come from the thought or the feeling that the Palestinian cause is a lost cause? And
yes. I think it's a hijacked cause. I don't think it's a lost cause. I think it's a hijacked cause that unfortunately reached the point where it needs to be lost. Because the Palestinian movement...
Okay, and then needs to be lost. What does that translate to? Like, to what? What does that lead to? In terms of a lost cause, then what?
Well, it's not lost yet. I think it should be.
It should be lost. And why should it be lost? And why do you think it should be
because lost? It doesn't represent Palestinians. I, as a Palestinian, have zero... I will never go to these protests. They have nothing to do with what I want.
You're talking about
the
separate between the protest and the cause.
So what do you have? Like, what do you have? Do you have an
No, but you notice what he said? He's mixing between the cause is the people inside of Palestine and their problem with occupation versus whoever claimed the cause outside.
It's hijacked.
Okay, so
he said it's a hijacked issue.
Yes.
It's a hijacked
issue. But that does not change the issue that we still have on the floor. Right?
Correct.
Okay, good. So these people, we should have a solution for them, right?
Yeah, but it's not going to come from these movements.
No, not from the movement. It's going to come from within Palestine.
I agree. It has to come from within Palestine.
Exactly. So it's not going to be lost. But I think you want to rephrase what he said.
I'm saying that the cause has been hijacked.
Yeah.
And therefore, the cause you're thinking of is already lost. the new cause has to be lost. That's my belief. I don't think anyone. I think the solution has to come from Palestine. It's just that I don't think Palestine can come to any solution without allies, quote unquote. And all these allies are worse than enemies. I would rather have Israel than have many of these so-called allies. And that's like the situation that.
So are you suggesting that our ally should be the state of Israel and so on? As a solution? I'm missing something. I don't know.
I think that would be the ideal, but the Israelis will never change, bro. So I don't think that's going to happen.
Okay.
Okay.
Where do we go from there?
Well, it's a sticky situation, bro. It's a very sticky.
No, just a second. Let me rephrase what you're saying. Let me fill your gap. So let's separate the cause. Let's ignore Jeddah and Palestine, right? It's in the West Bank. So let's ignore everyone outside. Let's ignore all these kind of pro-Palestinian community, all these kind of rooms, spaces, grifters who are doing money from the cause after October 7, and everyone who's kind of capitalizing on it. The cause is, we need to go back to the origin of it. What is it? We have right now Palestinians in Palestine being occupied, being brutalized, being ethnically cleansed, being genocide. That is the problem. Let's remove all the artificial slogans that whoever is trying to stick to us. By the way, Jinder, because you're in Palestine, you know we don't give a fuck about anyone who lives outside Palestine. You agree to that, right? We don't really care, like they're insignificant to our day-to-day life, correct?
Agree.
Okay, great. Now, you agree that the solution cannot be, I don't think genocide is a solution, but I mean, kind of where we get to a place where we can exist on this land as Palestinians, we need to have an agreement with the Israelis. Agreement. It's not a peace. I don't believe there is peace with the Israelis. You don't do peace, you do an agreement.
Yeah.
So we need
Hasn't that option been exhausted yet? I mean, you don't think
that's not necessarily good though. You can end up like the natives in the US. Like you don't want it, right?
No, so it's two options. Either, by the way, we stop existing on this land, and that's not, I don't like when people say, oh, this will never happen. We need to switch our mind and think, no, this is most likely to happen, so we need to take action that won't happen. Like, we cannot just sit on our asses and say, oh, Palestinians will never leave this land. Like, these slogans, we need to put them because we saw 2 million people were on the gates of Rafah waiting to leave. Sisi did not open the border and they did not leave. If he opened, they would leave. Now, we need to get some kind of an agreement with the Israelis. And the Israelis don't want to get to agreement with us. So how do we force the Israelis to get to agreement with us? The geopolitical scene that we're existing currently is problematic. No one has a lot of influence in Israel or influence in the US to force Israel to come with us.
So I agree with everything you're saying, but my problem is this. Then by definition, you must rely on what people outside Palestine think.
No. Okay, exactly. So the Palestinians need to kind of lobby their allies, and their allies are not the people on the ground. With all the respect, we need to force the US, right? How do we force the US to force Israel? US has interest in the Arab countries. The Arab countries saw what happened after October 7 in a specific way that we still did not discuss yet. For example, Egypt, the Saudis, all these people are very cautious. Like, they're triple cautious right now about Israel more than before because they saw what Israel can do, what they did with the Syrian army. They destroyed the Syrian army with less than 24 hours. Don't think that the Egyptian army or the Jordanians or the Saudis like, wait, this is cool. No, they put the high fucking alert. Like, this could happen to us. So how Israel is an enemy and we cannot like sleep on the wheel or forget about it. We need to go back to the Saudis. We need to go back to the Egyptian, and we need to kind of get them to use their interest with the Trump administration to force the Israelis to an agreement. Right now, there are two plans. You have the French-Saudi initiative that is leaning toward the Palestinians more, and there's that kind of peace committee that Trump is trying to do. These are the two things on the grounds that can happen, one of them, and they're both conflicting with each other.
Yes, but fine, I can take that, but both of these depend on non-Palestinian people or Palestinians who are not on Palestinian land.
But who? So in the
which means again you're resorting back to outside forces.
Correct.
Or outside.
But not the cloud of Europeans.
And I don't know those initiatives that you're talking about. You know, they'll never come to fruition without without the United States of America and its core making decisions, right?
Yeah, the U.S. vetoes everything, anyways.
Okay, so I just don't see it. I'm sorry, I just don't see it.
Then
But
what
you said you raised another point earlier. The point where you think there's a possibility for us to actually disappear and vanish from the lands that we live on today. So that's a real possibility, correct?
That is one solution. That seems to be the only solution Israel is okay with.
Okay, so that which entails what? Which entails we are totally ethnically cleansed and we're chased out.
Yes.
Scattered throughout the region, basically.
That's the plan.
That's a solution, or that's
the plan. That's as
far as plan, but is it a solution?
It's an option. It's an option that seems to be more and more likely to happen, which is terrifying.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah, so it's an option, it's a plan, but it's not a solution.
It is a solution. That will be a very
the final solution.
But this is but that's the ideal solution for Israel. Like, it doesn't get better than that.
Which is exactly why we need to work against it.
So
but how do you do that? You need to propose something well grounded. Like, I don't think the solution is
pragmatically. So when I told you the most pragmatic way is to kind of try to slow down the ethnic cleansing inside of Gaza, and to get infrastructure to be made. Now, who's going to come and rebuild Gaza? Who's going to get aid inside of Gaza? Is the only one who can do it is the Gulf countries. So I know a lot of people kind of looking at the demonstration.
Benny, even if that happens today and Gaza, it would look like Las Vegas 2 weeks from today.
But one thing is,
it does not solve the issue. It does not solve.
No, it does not. But just a second. Hold on. It's not a zero-sum game. So what I'm trying to say is, we as Palestinians, I know Palestinians are not really looking at European pro-Palestinian community, at Americans. Those are insignificant. It seems they cannot do shit. I think we need and look east. With all due respect, we need to look east and start kind of building this relationship with our allies, natural allies, right, to get help. Now, you say that's not going to help. If turn Gaza into Las Vegas. Yeah, but Jindib, at the end of the day, my priorities right now is slowing down the ethnic cleansing. I know it's not to get us to a Palestinian state. That's so far. But I just want to make sure when there is a Palestinian state, there are still people here. And that's my top priority.
Yeah, but issues. The first issue is, I feel you're putting a lot of hope in the Saudis and in all these other countries, when in reality, bro, you have to understand, us as Palestinian diaspora, I can tell you very confidently, many of those Arab countries were worse to us than Israel.
Okay, just a second. I want to hold you there.
Yeah, but hold on. Through the Council of Peace, we're giving you $10 billion. That's a lot.
David, shut the fuck up.
$10 billion will fix all your problems.
I think he's joking.
I mean, it's one step, though. It's one step.
Okay.
That's one step. Okay. And the rest will come later.
Yeah, David, shut the fuck up. So, regarding...
Wait, so are you saying, like, the $10 million means nothing?
Mute. Then you say, why do you curse? Okay, so, you might say they are worse than the Israelis.
No, I don't say yes.
No, sorry. That narrative was pushed by, I'm not saying the Emirat, I'm kind of focused on the Saudis, I'm focused on for example, the Kuwaitis, I'm focused on Egypt, right? No, those are not worse than Israelis. With all due respect, they're not. They will never.
In some ways, bro. In some ways, you have to understand our history also.
I know. Are you referring to their governments, or are you referring to the general public?
Both, bro. We had, so for example, till today, the Lebanese Palestinians don't have a citizenship. The Syrians got wrecked. They got fucked. But everywhere the Palestinians go, they get.
That's not worse than the Israelis, man.
Trump announced they're pulling out entirely out of Syria.
David, tell us.
It is kind of worse in some ways, and let me tell you how. For example...
No, I know what our problem with them, man. I know kind of we went to war
but they're not,
we went to war
with giving citizenship. Do you know why they don't give them citizenship?
I know all these problems. I know inside out these problems.
Because you're the reason your country is not here, your country is there, and your job is to be a jihadi. And
no, just a second.
No,
not really.
Rabbi, we know it's risky for Arab governments to have us around.
They don't want to change the demographics.
I know. We know this. We know.
But that's with Lebanon. The demographics is with Lebanon. But what about the rest?
No, I will give
It's
you.
the same thing. It's the same. Do you think like a Saudi government or the UAE or Jordan would have us, running the tentacles?
Did you see what the?
We're good at that stuff.
But that's not the problem, guys. This is not our problem with them. It's not us getting passports or citizenship. We want to use them. There might be your allies on one thing, there might be your enemy on another thing. We want to go back. Like Hamas, one of the fucking mistakes they did, they went with against Bashar, then they went with, and that fucked the Palestinians inside of Palestine, inside of Syria, both sides. We don't give a fuck what they do inside of their country. We want to use them. They're our allies, and we don't want to get into internal fucking conflict.
Well, they were also a terrorist.
I'm not sure if they're our allies, bro. I'm really not sure.
On few topics, listen, when the Saudis say we won't do normalization with Israel unless they give the Palestinians a state, they are allies at that stage. Okay, we want to kind of enforce that. Like, you're not gonna go against the Saudi when they say that. If by the way, Rabbi, go to the Foreign Affairs Ministry of the Saudis and read every statement. It's very, very positive and actually confirmed the Palestinians.
But they have this.
Yes, I do read.
Oh my God, Bobadilla.
I do read those statements coming out of the Saudi Foreign Ministry. They are rosy and good and so on and so forth. But do I really put a lot of weight into those statements?
Yeah, I wouldn't put more weight than I would have put on them like 40 years ago.
No. Okay, so 40 years ago is different. Now we're in different kind of geopolitical scene. I'm not saying they're going to be the saviors, okay? But you want to use that lever. Like, it's one of the things that...
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree we should use it as much as we can. I mean, that's a no-brainer. No one will disagree with that.
No, some people tell you don't, man.
Yeah,
no.
Well, who are those? Those are like...
I'll tell you. No, there is Hamas. When Khaled Mashhad came out a few months ago, and he directed his speech to Trump, and he used the narrative of, why did you give Giuliani another chance? Can't you guys give us the same chance you give to Giuliani? Like, you want to be another Muhammad Shah. Like, there's some narrative outside of the same narrative. Like, he's like, there are some movements where they just kind of, let's kind of have a government inside of Gaza or a state inside of Gaza, and let's separate it.
By the same group, anyways. Qatar is when they both shut out.
So basically, both of you are advocating for the idea of diplomacy, leveraging whatever geopolitical stuff that is present, engaging with those local governments, the surrounding area, and so on and so forth. That's pretty.
I'm not sure I advocate that, bro. I honestly.
That's pretty much what I read. But I
can give you exactly what it is. I don't believe that the Palestinians are able to govern themselves.
No, okay, Robert, I wanna. Okay, sorry.
I think they are. If they're left to their own devices, I think they'll be.
No. Actually, I wanna give you an example that still we under occupation, the PLO with all the corruption that they have, and the PA, all the corruption they have. If you look at the kind of region we live in, Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, Egypt, the PA managed that, because the PA is not just the security forces, it's Palestinian people, engineers, doctors, PhD students, all these kind of people managed to build foundation for a state better than all these neighboring countries that they have no occupation. We are able to operate under the occupation.
Correct. Actually, that is correct. If there's an efficient system in place and there's no corruption, we are very capable of building a government.
We're very capable of doing great things.
An economy and so on and so forth. I know.
You're missing one point. That is that the capable Palestinians aren't the Palestinians who will fill these gaps.
It takes time, man.
How long?
It takes time.
You were the one asking them how many years do you
need? But it's not a zero-sum game. Just a second. Usually, we live in this kind of in region that it's not just about kind of, let's do an election and get the best speaking person. So there is a kind of narrative that I hear a lot from the pro-Palestinian community that just listen to the media. Mustafa Barghouti is a great man. Let's just get him as a president of Palestine. In the community that we live in, we're tribal. In Palestine, we're tribal. Like, we belong to the family, we belong to a tribe. Mustafa Barghouti cannot solve a problem. If two women fought in Jenin, he won't be able to solve that fucking problem.
Correct.
You know? Okay, so you cannot ignore the community that you are in and how does it operate. it might be not the fully Western or European things. That does not work. Like, this is why Azmi Bshara can sit on a cafe in Paris and drink espresso and talk about kind of, oh, let's destroy the PLO. Let's do that. That you do shit in Paris on a cafe, not in Jenin, not in Nablus, not in Al-Fahim, not anywhere here. We live in a situation where you need influence on the ground. You need to be able to call a family leader and tell him, I need your support, and this is how we live.
Is to stop. So you need to stop people who otherwise would have supported us from supporting us, and I think I think most of the people who would support the Palestinian so-called cause don't support it because of the Palestinian leaderships over the history, and the decisions, the silly decisions they've made. So I even find myself in a position. Look, bro, I'm so open about these things. I don't give two shits. In many ways, I support the Palestinian side. In many ways, I saw more on the Israeli side that resonates more. So look, the solution. What is it? I can't tell you. But personally, I'm more in favor of a one-state solution. And whether you call
we live in a one-state.
No, I mean the West Bank as well, but.
No. One state with equal rights, he means, obviously.
No, I know, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, well, but see, you're saying you don't like the defeatist arguments, and I think I agree. Look, I'm not gonna even deny it. Look,
what I'm trying to say is,
I don't think it can happen either.
I want what is gonna happen tomorrow that can help me. So I don't like to talk about what's happening in 10 years and 100 years. I want what's next week gonna happen.
Next week,
because we in Palestine.
Next week is you're gonna sit under the rubble. That's what's gonna happen next week.
So here's the thing. I want next week to know that there is a new machine that is in the hospital that can treat my injured kid. Like, there's the macro and the micro level. In Palestine, we think of the micro level. Like, next week they're gonna get dukhan, like cigarettes. Next week they're gonna get tahin. Or they're gonna get like, see, we are thinking about like what's next week gonna get. Next week I will be able to go treat my leg or my kid who has cancer.
No, I totally get you, bro. I totally get it. That you will not be getting from. So then why not then join with Israel?
No, there is Israel. Listen, do you think Israel will let us join? Like, this
no.
Exactly. So I'm being pragmatic. I like only to talk about things that happen. Else, I'm talking about Call of Duty level of strategy.
Yeah, but I think and I get you, and I agree with you, man. My only problem is this: that I feel every solution is a Call of Duty solution.
No.
Literally, every single solution. Look, I can give you another solution. How about all the Palestinians convert to Judaism, and this way, then they can do.
Jendek wants to have this idea yesterday.
Right, so it's all Call of Duty, bro.
No, I don't want to do fucking Shabbat, and then kind of like you cannot.
You don't have to do Shabbat. Most of these fuckers don't even do it anyway.
No, if I go full in. I don't like. No, I don't. And just like they have like one day they fast 24 hours. I prefer Ramadan, 30 days, short fasting. And you cannot mix like milk with meat.
Yeah, that's their interpretation. Look, I'm not saying it seriously, man. I'm saying it facetiously. That every single proposed solution to my mind is a Call of Duty solution. I can give you 5 Call of Duty solutions right now.
No. Listen, I'm not sure you follow the news at the macro level inside of what's happening inside of Gaza. Like, for example, recruiting police. For example, what's the most one of the problem right now inside of Gaza is policing. So now they're recruiting policing in part of so you're waiting for that, and then you're gonna wait for the caravan before the next winter.
Who's policing? Who's doing that?
So right now the new what is that deal? The peace. What the fuck?
Well, we can call it the Gaza Dream Team.
Yeah, that peace thing. Border fucking it's like Marvels. Yeah.
Did you hear FIFA is going to build stadiums in Gaza?
It's gonna be a what's it called? The Trump Tower. We're gonna have a Mar-a-Lago in Gaza.
He can have whatever the fuck he wants as long as he can get food and eat. Seriously.
Yeah.
Because people right now just cannot wait to leave. Like, if
look, man does not live by bread alone, right? I mean, like, sometimes death is better than humiliation, right?
No, man. You don't want to see the death of family. Trust me.
But I have a question. Like, One of the things that I think will happen, I don't think that the world will force Israel to stop or to do anything for that matter. But I do think it will implode internally. I do think they will end up turning on each other.
No, destruction of Israel is not going to come from anyone outside. We're not waiting for it.
Buttercup, can you get up my friend Yitzhak? He's my favorite kindness.
Oh, come on. He's going to disrupt.
But Benny, this is Sumud. Sumud, I wanted you to meet Benny.
I know Sumud from X.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I know Benny.
Stone me.
Hi, Ambrose. Hi, everyone. I actually met you here one time. I met you here one time, and then I met you at X also. Yeah.
Yeah, you come to Smile's space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smile with philosopher.
Yeah.
Do you remember Buttercup?
Yeah, we've made up. We've made up since. Don't worry.
I don't know if he remembers you though.
He does. I remind him all the time that he threatened to stone me.
Yeah, he's my favorite.
But he said he was really high. That's what it was.
Oh, Judy's here too.
Judy. I told her to come because this is like a really sane group of Palestinians. I want her to feel more sane.
Yeah, but you guys always silence me when I speak.
No, we don't. Oh, because you were a little okay. Now we're getting like normal. Just.
I'm exactly like I always am, bro.
This is like the most normal conversation I've seen you have, Rabbi, about Palestine. It's like everyone should just kill each other, and you like promote.
Because
You're never serious about it. This is the first time I heard you actually talk.
I am serious. The problem is,
Rabbi is a very smart guy, but sometimes he can be like a real bitch. But I like it.
Well, I like to have conversations, bro, with people who can. Like, when you have retards on your stage, the only thing I can do is troll. So, yeah, I tell you, you know what? I hope you guys kill each other. Because guess what? I'm not there. I don't care.
Judy, I wanted you to come be on a stage with Palestinians where nobody is advocating for these maximalist, militant reactions that are just going to get people killed. Like, everyone here is reasonable and sane.
The thing is that if I'm just...
Hi, everyone.
Sorry, Judy, go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So, Rabbi, you should identify yourself to Judy. She gets an idea who you are.
Who's Rabbi?
Rabbi is a Jewish rabbi from Jordan.
No, Jordanian Palestinian.
I'm not a Jew, but I am a rabbi.
Yes, he's not a Jewish rabbi. He's a rabbi, but he's not Jewish.
He's not a rabbi.
I am a rabbi.
He's a mocker.
I know the Makra Kodesh more than
Benny, Aleph, how are you doing?
I agreed with him more than I've agreed with any other rabbi I've met.
تمام كيفك أنت؟
I know.
الله مليح من عباده لا.
وأنا كمان.
Yosef Mizrahi. You guys need Yosef Mizrahi. That's my rab. That's who I listen to.
Yosef Mizrahi is retarded.
No, he's not.
Yes,
He is retarded.
Who is that?
He's just a rabbi that like all the like anti-Semites of this app you love to throw in our face because he says crazy shit.
Oh, okay. Can I tell you something? This is the first time we're able to have a normal convo. You guys mentioned anti-Semitism a long time ago, and I think, hey, I mean, I don't want to be telling.
Oh no! Don't go down this road.
No, I'm just telling you, like, though it's very simple. It's just that I feel like you guys misunderstand what anti-Semitism is. Anti-Semitism isn't there to protect Jews; it's there to protect Israel, and you seem to treat it otherwise.
Okay.
But that's basically it.
It's true. Anti-Semitism is real. You know, when I found out that it's real, after October 7th, I had people who had nothing to do with the conflict coming to me and whispering in my ears, saying, oh, like, yeah, we know they killed Jesus. Yeah, we know they steal money from the banks. They control the media, and I
cannot deny it. In one of the biggest debates I was having in X, I was debating someone who literally came from
113,000 people.
And one of it, so in that space, I'm debating one Israeli. And behind me, there was an account, very small back then. His name is Truth Teller. And while I'm debating that Israeli, that supposed to be pro-Palestinian, jumped in and he said Hitler should finish the job.
I am mid debate,
and I need to kind of stop my emotion toward this fucking Zionist Hasbara agent and turn and defend him because this motherfucker said Hitler should finish the job. And
the troll technique.
That guy turned to be one of the biggest accounts later in X. Like he runs spaces with 24-hour. He has hundreds of thousands of followers, and people go to pray for him every day.
But people they just tell Judy this stuff. They think she'll be like a sympathetic ear just because she's Palestinian.
Exactly.
No, you're not getting it. This is a technique. I used to do the same thing. I used to go to the most Zionist rooms on this app, and I start telling them we should kill all Palestinians, and now they all support the Palestinians. You know, so it's a troll technique. That's all.
That's not what she's dealing with. She's dealing with like
that's not
white
what
trash.
I mean. I was like talking about Americans who don't know where the West Bank is, or where Gaza is, or where Israel is, and just hearing some news here and there. I'm not talking about that.
They say things to her that they wouldn't say to me.
You know, usually those are like the very ignorant people who absolutely understand nothing about the Palestinian issue. Yeah. So they think being an anti-Semite is a helpful thing to the Palestinian cause, and that's way far from.
But I'm sure they were saying the same things about Palestinians to the Jewish co-workers.
I know Rabbi. I remember Rabbi was very good.
Like people who had nothing to do with the conflict. They know nothing about the conflict. They live in a small town in the U.S. And like I said, they used to come to me and say all kinds of hateful things about Jews just because I'm Palestinian. And I'm sure they will turn their back and say the same things about Muslims or Palestinians.
Yeah, because seemingly, Israel has an interest in turning this into a religious war, because then the whole world would, of course they're going to choose the Jew over the Muslim. But the issue we have as Palestinians is not a religious issue. That's it has nothing to do with
religion. Do you know how many times and how many hours I've spent trying to explain to people this is not a religious issue?
Yeah,
It has a different opinion, though. He believes that.
It's important to understand that. It's just the Israelis don't want to understand.
But respectfully, it's people like Mekzed that are the problem in the Jewish side. I'm sorry, Mekzed, but it's true. This is the problem with pro-voices. You constantly seem to have to explain reality to them, even when it comes from your own side. It's exhausting. I'm done spending it. Look, I think people who want to have accurate information are more than happy to have it. But the one thing that I need to stop doing, I'm sorry, Olive, is to stop trying to shove it down people's throats. It frustrates the hell out of me. But people who want to know will know. People who want to remain with their bubble will probably always do.
Exactly. Most people that don't know don't want to know. That's just what it is.
Anyway, before you came in, Judy, they were just about to solve the conflict. They were like this close.
we have to stop dwelling on the past, you know.
We were not.
Yeah, Palestinians are here to exist, and Israelis are here to exist. I mean, no, they are not going anywhere. It's just we have to find a way to move forward with a solution.
Judy, is the Israelis. They can take care of their fucking self. My top priority is not people. So my kind of anti-Hamas rhetoric, my anti-IRGC is not just because I don't give a fuck about what they do with Israelis. It's mostly what they're doing to my own people. So Israel's gonna be here, yes, they're gonna be like, we don't really need to keep repeating it. So it's like, yeah, you're gonna be fucking here. You have a nuclear and all this kind of military. It will help you. So I don't really need. But
exactly, because Israelis, they have their army, they have their own government, and they actually care about their people. They have shelters, they have army to defend their people.
There is no threat to them.
Unlike us, like we're just so exposed.
No, but there is no threat to them.
I think she's saying it, Benny, because on this app, a lot of times they put Judy in a corner and they say you have to support deportation of Jews back to Poland, right? And they say if you don't, you're a traitor. You have to agree to all the things, basically. You can't just agree to liberate Palestine. You have to also.
Yeah, but the thing is that Judy, I noticed that. Sorry, Rabbi. you fall into the trap, kind of like I said, the trap, and then you fall into it. Like we're talking about, they lead the conversation into as if the ships are docked in Haifa and Jaffa, and you are kind of the selector in the terminal to select which you get into which ship.
It's crazy.
Meanwhile,
it's so crazy.
No, I know. Meanwhile, Rafah is full of Rafah is getting ready to deport all these cousins. So when they kind of like don't go into these conversations, they're just like, fuck you. I'm not gonna have that conversation.
Like I keep asking them, Gaza, is Gaza better after October 7th? Look where Palestinians are now, the ones who live in Gaza. They are in tents, living in the cold weather and the rain in tents, with being lying to use one bathroom for hundreds. Like, they were much better before October 7th.
Correct.
It's very selfish from these leaders or opportunistic people to keep debating the same points over and over again because they don't care about Palestinians. Actually, they've been using Palestinians for more than 75 years for their own sake to steal aid, to steal donation, to just be in power positions. They don't care about Palestinians. They never did. For 75 years, they've been abusing the Palestinian cause. And we just blame Israel for everything. We can blame Israel, but we can blame them too.
Correct. I agree with that. See, that's like, okay, that's... You two are the only Palestinians that I agree with, it seems. But yeah, but...
He's right here.
Yeah, Jindab is cool. I don't know why.
I'm like, hey, your course is...
I keep thinking of him as Lebanese for some reason. Yeah, but no, Jindab is cool. Yeah, but another, you don't seem to understand. I told you a million times that like we are unable to have a disagreement. So it's not just Judy that they do this to. They do it to every single one of us. If you don't resist the way they want you to resist, you are a traitor. It's just what it is. That's what it is. So then a lot of us then say, you know what, this is not really my cause.
Or you tell them fuck you and troll them my way.
But Benny, you live in Israel or East Jerusalem, right? So you're more sheltered than Palestinians who live in the West Bank or Gaza. You know, if they put that label on you, it's really dangerous. It can be dangerous, you know.
No, I know, but like I don't take the idea that I withdraw from the whole conversation if someone told me I am a traitor. No. I go on a fucking attack. I don't defend myself even. It's like, are you calling me gay? No, I'm transgender. Are you calling me a traitor?
But God forbid if you say anything in the Palestinian society, they call you a traitor. I mean, you just keep...
No, okay. You don't know the Palestinian society because you think it is what Clubhouse. If you come to X, if you try to embrace Hamas in some circles with one thing, they will kill you. Like, there is different word that allow people...
In Arabic only, not in English. I see it on the Twitter and Facebook. I see all the comments criticizing Hamas, but they are only in Arabic.
It is start to be in English too.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there are some people who speak in English, man, but there's just how many? And then they get threats all the time. Like, I've gotten many threats. I'm pretty sure you two have as well. And maybe Jandib also, I don't know. But my idea is you're not going to compete with these people, over who has the loudest microphone. It's just I think it should just be a totally different one. So
sometimes you need to take the shortcut. Like it's me trying to convince Edward, right? With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do the kind of the shortcut. Cause like end, just kind of like.
Edward is a good guy, bro.
He's not really a good guy لأهله مش إلي. Like good guy for his family. It's not for me. يعني a good guy. Do you want me to give him a cookie? Do I need to spend 2 hours trying to convince him with something?
No, you don't have to. He's a good guy. It's just that he's hypnotized, and that's the issue. Is that they're not evil. They're just hypnotized.
It's not your problem. I know. I told him I wish you all the well, but it's not our problem. Try to kind of educate every fucking Palestinian. Like Imroz want me convince Edward because I know he's a good guy, but I don't have fucking time to kind of convince him with basic things. If he did not get it by now,
but guys, you know who keeps chanting for Intifada? It's in New York, for example. It's Palestinians who've never been to the West Bank or Gaza.
I know, but this is what I was
People
saying.
who live in
No, but they're not
apartments
Palestinian.
and-
I said that earlier. They're not even Palestinian.
That's
They're
not,
not
that's
what?
not entirely true, Judy. I mean, I think
They're not even Palestinian. Most of
What do
them
you mean? I
Palestinian.
live here in the
would
US.
like a very violent intifada, but I know the consequences to an intifada would be disastrous and consequential to their future. So
Yeah, but
Maybe-
the diaspora Palestinians don't care because you're the one suffering, not me. You see?
So, this is what Benny, if you guys look in the chat, this is what Benny sent me in a battle a few minutes ago. I'm not sure why.
Yes.
I'm not sure why.
Because you called me Israeli, you called me a lot of shit, so I just do the shortcut.
Wait, shortcut. You're so disgusting. First off, you can't argue with somebody face to face. You can't do it like when they're in the room. You send them messages in back channel. You're not a woman, dude. Only women are allowed to send me back channel messages.
I've never seen
Not
Edward
you.
with the gloves off.
Okay?
Edward is a sweet
Okay.
guy. He's like an accountant.
No,
He lives in Connecticut,
Buttercup, look what he wrote to me in a back channel. I wasn't talking to him in a back channel. He wrote me, and I don't even know how his message got through. Anyways, I don't think I followed.
Did you like
Look
it?
at that. Look at what he wrote. This is how disturbed this guy is.
Yes,
He
because
is
that's my
mentally
shortcut.
unstable.
I am.
Listen,
I don't like his shortcut, but can we?
Rabbi,
what?
بالله عليك, Rabbi.
Rabbi, can you
Like,
mediate
like
this?
you want me to spend 2 hours trying to convince this guy? خلاص زي ما كنت سيبك واللي
No,
بعده.
I think I had a long time ago. I had normal conversations with Edward, brother. You have to.
Of course you have.
There's just a lot of
Edward is a great guy, Olive. And
Okay, give him a cookie. What should I do with it?
Listen, M. Rose, this is the guy that you hang out with. Look at what he says.
Dude, I said
Look
worse
what he
shit.
said to me in the back channel.
Trust me, I said worse
This
shit.
is not a well person.
Edward, I deal with these conversations 5 times a week because of this asshole. The problem is that this asshole happens to be very smart. So I have to keep him around.
No, but this is not the
that
worst shit
comes
I
with a
said.
price.
I can't
See,
say
you're
no.
telling him
you're
that he's
using
smart is a problem.
So
He's starting to believe it.
She's using you, Benny.
أنا بستعملوني. حاطة
Well,
إيدها
yeah,
في إيدي بتلعب فيي.
So you are a victim.
I am a victim, sexual victim.
Yeah. Hey, he said it.
Like, اسمع. بدك أقعد أكلم Edward like I need to convince Edward now 3 hours.
And now,
No.
so he made that comment, sexual comment again. He made it to Prince, which is why he opened the room the other day, M. Rose.
Because
I mean, come on, dump this loser. This guy's a loser. He's not a representation of Palestinians.
It's not. I'm not a representation. Wallahi, I'm
Edward,
not. Don't listen to me.
None of us are.
Sorry, no.
Actually, being a representation of Palestinians is not something easy. It's a weight you have to carry everywhere you go.
No, they're gonna kill you before someone
Okay,
like you.
he's going to kill me for this, but you like, and shut up, Olive. But Edward, respectfully, you have no idea what this man has done or what he is doing. And yeah, he has a vile mouth and a short temper and an annoying attitude, and he's a bully, 100%. But the things that the extent that this person has went to and has done more than you think it's just spaces. This person stood on spaces that were.
Shut the fuck up. Can you just
Shut up. So Edward, I know
it
he
does not
has
fucking matter. Stop with the shit. It does not fucking matter. Edward does not matter. خلاص.
See, I think
Edward, I'm sorry, Edward.
okay, $25.
You have a lot to learn from that.
Edward,
$25.
But look, Rabbi's a really good mediator. He's mediated the craziest feuds on this app.
I'm sorry, Edward.
We don't need one other rabbi. We don't need a rabbi treaty. I read what one of them looked like. So
I have the best treaties.
No, but you're good at weaving together. You're good at finding the common thread.
Look, if someone is gonna fix this conflict, it's probably gonna be me, and I will refuse to do it.
No, listen.
If I could, I will still refuse to do it.
Can we talk about the rabbi name? Can we maybe work on that?
Rabbi? Oh, you're not going to like a lot of his views about Jews.
Oh, dear God, shit.
But just don't ask him about the Holocaust. And
Why are all the smart people on this app also Jew haters? You, Benny Goyen.
It's because he grew up in Jordan where they're not allowed to talk about the Holocaust.
It's because you're anti-Semitic and you just identify with Jew haters.
He doesn't believe in the Holocaust.
I do.
Because they told him it's banned from talking about it.
I am anti-Semitic. I do not hate Jews.
Oh, dear God. And do you know what Benny Goyen told me? I am not anti-Semitic. I hate Jews. No, he hates Judaism.
Yeah.
Benny
Benny
Goyim hates Judaism, not Jews, but he's not anti-Semitic or some shit like that.
Well, because there's a difference. Anti-Semites have a problem with Israel. It has nothing to do with Judaism. I don't like it.
God. Okay, I'm not biting.
Rabbi and Benny Adam are both very, they know the scripture very well, and they like
it's like
arguing
rooted
about
in their Orthodox Christianity or whatever.
It's good because
they do the same thing to Muslims. So I mean, it's not, you know.
Oh, this they're an equal opportunity hater. That's
I mean, it's
bro,
not just them. You know,
either.
There are people on the other side that do this. You know, all the religions do this. I don't agree with it, but they come on here and they debate who has the better religion.
Which is exactly why. First of all,
hey, you're a Christian?
I'm not a Christian.
Okay.
He doesn't hate Jews either, so go figure.
No, it's good that these people hate Jews because Palestinians don't exist. They're just a Jewish conspiracy.
This guy's
what does Jewish mean?
He's trolling.
What does Jewish mean? I've heard this. Like, what does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
It means like a Jew.
Someone who comes from
It means similar to Jew.
Similar to Jew?
Yeah, Jewish, right?
It's like blackish. It's like
I get it. Okay.
It's Chinese-ish.
It's like Swedish.
That's funny. Well,
Edward, how old are you? If you want to say on, if you don't, you can say fuck off.
I'm 49.
Okay, as I said,
Where did you grow up?
Edward, I think Bandy's hitting on it.
Jindip, what? Can you hear me?
But I think he's away from the phone.
He's 49 and still have the mentality of 18-year-old. Like, seriously.
I don't know about that. I work. I make more money. I have 2 degrees.
He's sweet and intelligent and compassionate. So stop being an idiot.
Come on, Rabbi, work your magic. I'm sure make them friends.
No, because rabbis end up being about rabbi.
Look, they're gonna become friends. Take my bet. $25.
I agree.
Take my bet.
No, I agree.
You agree?
Yes.
Yeah, I only accept payments in Bitcoin. Do you have Bitcoin?
No, crypto freaks me out.
She said she agrees with you.
No, but yeah, she agrees with me. Okay, well, whoever disagrees with me, $25. I am willing to do it.
I disagree with you that Palestinians aren't
but no one
Jewish
cares.
conspiracy.
No one cares what you think, nigga. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, I moved him.
Seriously, Edward, 49, man? Where should we start?
He's flirting with you, bro. You're gonna be friends.
He's only 49. What do I need to teach him? Like, I don't know what to... خلاص شاطر إدوارد أنت بطل. أحسن أنت بطل الكوكب.
What are you talking about? You educate Hal all the time, and he's like 200 years old.
Buttercup.
Yeah.
Buttercup.
What's up?
Why did you call this room New York Times subscribers only?
Well, it started off. I always make these like rooms to talk about like Jew shit and Jew politics, and then all the Palestinians come and colonize. Like I'll make it about the Holocaust or something, and all the Palestinians will come.
In all fairness, your conversation about New York Times was over when I came up on stage.
There. We were talking about media bias, and then, as usual.
It's also not the Palestinians. It's the retarded Palestinians that you promote for some reason.
Yes, it's all my fault, right?
Like you?
I'm not like that. I don't support Hamas. I think they're terrorists.
But you are retarded and you are Palestinian, so...
I am, yeah.
He's retarded except about Palestinians.
Yeah, but I'm good retarded. There. Not all retardations are equal.
He remind me of Rick.
He has like a ton of Jews friends. Like all the Jews love him, even though he's
we have a resistor.
That is not true.
It's okay, Jindip.
You can't
Jindip, are you with us?
Edward, you said that you grew up in a refugee camp too?
Yes, Columbia.
But you live in the U.S. now, right?
Yeah. Since about 5 years old.
Explain.
So you left when your family moved?
Yeah, so my mother, my parents came here first. They were here for a few years, and then went back, and then I was born over there, and then stayed there for about 5 years, and then came back here.
So you don't remember much about growing up in a refugee camp, do you?
Oh yeah, I mean I've been back pretty much every year since 5 years old.
But you didn't go to school
until 22.
You didn't go to an undergrad school, right?
No. I was only there mostly for the summers.
So just on vacation.
وصاروا Palestinians who tell you احنا نزلنا على البلد ورحنا كونك نعرف this stuff, you know, Judy? نزلنا على البلد راحوا البلد.
Edward, do you know how, like, in the kindergarten, when kids like each other, they, like, tease each other? So take it in that context.
Whatever. I mean, listen, he must have some sort of feelings for me if he's channeling me, right? Sending me private messages.
Who's gonna pay me my 25?
Show them your pink nipples. Maybe they'll pay you.
Oh, you remember my pink nipples? They're built online somewhere. I don't know where they are, but they're some.
You have to prove that he was white, and his thing is, white people. Only white people have pink nipples.
So I posted a picture of me with my pink nipples, and then I got banned. Until today, my pink nipples are still out.
I just want to tell you all I have brown nipples, okay? I don't identify as white because my nipples
I'm interested in learning from Edward how he feels about having a family in the West Bank. Are you scared for them? Were you scared after October 7th? Did you try to relocate some of them? Because I remember after October 7th, I was very scared for my family. I even, at one point, when Iran was threatening to bomb that region, I begged my family to relocate to Jordan for a few weeks, and they said no. So I'm interested in learning, because you have a family in the West Bank.
When it comes to relocating, I almost relocated, but they wouldn't leave. One of my cousins.
What are you talking about? Like
one of my cousins.
Or your siblings?
No, my cousins. My siblings are they are safe.
Circle of ink on my skin. All words glow in the dim. Silent star burning within. I breathe and the world leans in. Genius of the will, I rise. Every secret written in my eyes, I fall into the center, wide and still. Tides of heaven bending to my will. Genius of the will, I rise. Let the fire open in the skies. I move as the hidden currents flow. Where I choose to stand, cosmos grow. Empty cup, open hand, river runs under the sand. Nothing grasped, everything stands. I bow, and the mountains bend. Genius of the will, I rise. genius of the will. I rise, earth and fire open in the skies. I move as the hidden currents flow. Where I choose to stand, the cosmos grow. Love is the love, never knew it. I am the path, I am the still. Light in the dark, dark in the flame. Breath after breath, I speak my true name. Genius of the will, I rise. Every secret written in my eyes, unfold into the center, wide and still. Tides of heaven mending to my will. Genius of the will, I rise. Earth and fire open in the skies. I move as the hidden currents flow. When I choose to stand, the cosmos circling on my skin. Old words glowing dim. Silent storm burning within. I breathe and the world leans in. Genius of the will, I rise. Every secret written in my eyes. I fall into the center, wide and still. Tides of heaven bend into my will. Genius of the will, I rise. Earth and fire opening the skies. I move as the hidden currents flow. Where I choose to stand, the cosmos grows. Empty cup, open hand, river runs under the sand. Nothing grabs, everything stands. I bow and the mountains bend. Genius of the will, I rise. Every secret I was chasing every ladder, paper crowns, plastic thorns. Every map was getting louder, still I felt alone. Then you smiled, said stop running, feel the ground under your feet. There's a river in your breathing, ancient, calm and deep. The great wisdom of the Tao is in my chest, quiet as a heartbeat, louder than the rest. Oh, I was searching everywhere, miles from home, but the power of the Tao said, you're not alone. The great wisdom of the Tao is in my chest, in my breath, in my bones, in the space I get. I just open like a gate when I let it flow. And the power of the Tao starts to guide my soul. You are holding every answer on your tongue, in your feet. All those little second guesses, clouding what was clear. Now your footsteps learn to listen to the rise and to the fall. Every silence, every moment whispers you are all. The great wisdom of the Tao is in your chest, quiet as a heartbeat, louder than the rest. Yeah. You were searching in the noise, far from home, but the power of the Tao said, you're not alone. The great wisdom of the Tao is in your chest, in your breath, in your bones, in the space you get. Just remember when you're lost and you start to roam. All the power of the Tao already home. We don't have to push the river, let it run. We don't have to force the sun, it will come. Every step, a secret doorway. Every tear, a sacred sign. The great wisdom of the Tao is in your chest, quiet as a heartbeat, ever than the rest. We were running from the truth we already know. All the power of the Tao lives in our soul. The great wisdom of the Tao is in our chest, in our breath, in our bones, in the space we get. Oh, when we open like a gate and we let it flow, all the power of the Tao starts to guide us home. I was chasing every ladder, paper crowns, plastic thrones. Every map was getting louder, still I felt alone. Then you smiled, said stop running, feel the ground under your feet. There's a rhythm in your breathing, ancient, calm and deep. The great wisdom of the Tao is in my chest, quiet as a heartbeat, louder than the rest. I was searching everywhere, miles from home. The power of the Tao says you're not alone. The great wisdom of the Tao is in my chest, in my breath, in my bones, in the space I get. I just open like a gate when I let it flow. And the power of the Tao starts to guide my soul. You were holding every answer on your tongue, in your feet. All those little second guesses, clouding what was clear. When your footsteps learn to listen to the rise and to the fall. Every silence, every moment whispers you are all. The great wisdom of the towers in your chest. Quiet as a heartbeat, louder than the rest. You were searching in the noise, far from home. But the power of the tower says you're not alone. The great wisdom of the towers in your chest, in your breath, in your bones, in the space you get. Just remember when you're lost and you start to roam. All the power of the tower's already won. We don't have to push the river. Let it go. We don't have to force the sun. It will come. Every step, a secret doorway. Every tear, a sacred sign. Every wisdom of the towers in my chest. Quiet as a heartbeat, louder than the rest. We were running from the truth, we already know. All the power of the tower, we are not in the zone. Wisdom of the tower is in your chest, in your breath, in your bones, in the space we get. And we open like a gate, and we let it flow. All the power of the tower starts to get us home. Candles drip on velvet cards. Symbols cut the smoking hot. You trace circles on my palm. Say my future's gonna crash. Red string tied around my wrist. You say, baby, make a wish. Every secret on your lips turns electric when we kiss. Oh, tell me what you see in me. Wheels on fire, spinning free. Every shuffle, every sign pulls my body into your design. Open up the seventh gate. Let the healing power vibrate. Feel the current under my skin. Pull the tower down, let it begin. Call me by your name, draw the line. Bring the shadow into our shine. In the trance I won't escape. On the flame inside your seventh gate. Silver quiver at the top. You count blessings you cross. Chanting numbers in my ear. Turn my heartbeat into law. Dust of roses in the air. I see patterns everywhere. Every step a secret code. I surrender to the overflow. Tell me what you see in me. Wheels on fire, spinning free. Every shuffle, every sign pulls my body into your design. Open up the seventh gate. Let the healing power vibrate. Feel the current under my skin. Pull the tower down, let it begin. Call my name and draw the line. From the shadow into our shine. In the strength I won't escape. On the flame inside your seventh gate. Silver coins across the globe. You count blessings, you count lows. Chanting numbers in my ear, turn my heartbeat into love. Dust the roses in the air, I see patterns everywhere. Every step a secret code, I surrender to the overflow. Tell me what you see in me. Wheels on fire, spinning free. Every shuffle, every sign pulls my body into your desire. Open up the seventh gate, let the hidden power break. Feel the current under my skin. Pull the tower down, let it begin. Call my name and draw my line. Turn my shadow into a shining strength. I won't escape from the flame inside your seventh gate. Velvet curtain, dust on the stage, candles trembling, names on a page, seven-sided mirror, smoke in my chest. Every question burns through my dress. I hold the pillar and the flame. I call the silence by its name. Crown over chaos, heart over fear. All of the worlds are turning in here. I walk the numbers, climb the line. Dust into breath, matter decide. Power is mercy, just as the storm. I fall apart so the truth can be born. Cards on the table, gold, sword, stone. Fool in a circle, steps into unknown. Every hidden symbol points to the same sky. What is a throne if the soul stays dry? Me, I hold the pillar and the flame. I call the silence by its name. Crown over chaos, heart over fear. All of the world are turning in here. I want the numbers, climb the line. Dust into breath, let us sign. Power is mercy, just as the storm. I fall apart so the truth can be Is this fate or is this choice? Ancient script on my own. If you wrote me into time, teach me how to read the signs. truth can be born. Velvet curtain, dust on the stage, candles trembling, names on a page, seven-sided mirror smoke in my chest. Every question burns through my dress. I hold the pillar and the flame. I call the silence by its name. Crown over chaos, heart over fear. All of the worlds are turning in here. All of the numbers climb the line. The sense of breath matter the sign. Power is mercy, just as the storm. I fall apart, so the truth can be born. Cards on the table, gold, sword, stone, fool in a circle, steps into unknown. Every hidden symbol points to the same sky. What is a throne if the soul stays dry? Tell me. Pillar and the flame. I call the silence by its name. Crown over chaos, light over fear. All of the worlds are turning in here. All of the numbers climb the line. Disintegrate matter decide. Power is mercy, just as the storm. I fall apart, so the truth can be born. Is this fate or is this choice? Ancient script on my own voice, my own voice. If you roll me into time, teach me how to read the signs. I hold the pillar and the flame. I call the silence by its name. Crown over chaos, heart over fear. All of the worlds are turning in here. All the numbers stand in line. Disintegrate aside. Power is mercy, tearing all walls. I fall apart, so the truth can be born. Truth can be bright curtain breeze and dust in the gold beam, turning cards on a velvet square. High priestess watching, silent, smirking. You ask about power, I answer with numbers and names. 10 doors in the mind, one word word you're afraid to say. Red curtain breezing, dust in the gold beam, turning cards on a velvet square. High priestess watching, silent, smirking. You ask about power, I answer with numbers and names. 10 doors in the mind, one word you're afraid to say. Crown above the cards, name above the name. You're chasing shadows. Candles in a circle, cards face down, they breathe. Names I never speak out loud, rise like smoke for me. Golden threads in darkness, map a path I've walked in dreams. 10 bright doors inside me, all of them hold keys. I come alive, calling your secret name again. Every step, every breath I remember. Power like thunder in my head. You turn shadows into sand. Power, make me spark of your center. Crowns and broken kingdoms, mirror in a cup of wine. Every symbol shakes my chest, draws a circle around my spine. I touch my fear so gently, lay it on an unseen scale. Hear a whisper, not a voice. I was with you when you fell. I come alive, I'll tell, calling your secret name again. Every step, every breath I remember. Power like thunder in my hands. You turn the shadows into sand. Power, make me a spark of your center. It's every cast's number that I back to you. A candlelight of 10, calling your secret name again. Every step, every breath I remember. Power like thunder in my hands. You turn the shadows into sand. That's power, make me spark of your center. Candles in a circle, cards face dream